EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to the outskirts of the eternal city of Rome, where you'll find the Marco Simone Golf and Country Club. Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like an early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new. And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
Very well read. To 100 now for the day. Now to the second, another par 4. This is a bear, though, at 506 yards. Tee shots need to avoid a large central bunker, as well as 2 more further up the left side.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
So, after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4. And that, not quite going to hold the green, but that'll be okay. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Oh, no. So this second hole, a bit tougher than the first. It's a bogey to move him back to level par. Now to the third here at Marco Simone at 453 yards. It is the third of 3 par 4s to start out. Unlike the first 2 holes, this one bends to the right. And those who decide to take on the dogleg can often be rewarded with a short iron for the approach.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Yes, he's left himself 140 yards to the flag. Pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
He'll have 17 feet on this putt. That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. So a little bit of everything so far. Bogey first, birdie second, that par here at the third. Our first par 3 of the round avails itself here at the 188-yard 4th. 2 bunkers right of the green should be avoided at all costs. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Onwards to the fifth here at Marco Simone. It is the first of two shortish par fours, this one at 376 yards. It's the first hole where water really comes into play. Those going with driver off the tee will need to keep their drives right, leaving a short approach to a somewhat tilted green. Boy, that is going to sting right there. You're telling it to sit down, put on the brakes, and it just keeps scooting all the way into the water. Too bad. So the drop taken, and now he'll try to find some way to fashion an up and down from where he is and still get out of here with a par. The wedge game may just bail him out. A great shot there to get it in close. Yeah, that's a great four right there. Tee shot in the water, but good third put him in position to save his par. The sixth, as mentioned, is another short par four, this one at 381 yards. It plays uphill with a deep fairway bunker right and two more problematic bunkers up near the green. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Being in a fairway bunker and safely on the green, you never know, might even sneak a birdie.
Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. The seventh is the longest of the par threes here at Marco Simone at 222 yards. This hole features two bunkers short, protecting a long kidney-shaped green. Players who do not dial in the yardage just right can be left with an extremely difficult two-putt. Yeah, that's a good spot right there, and a chance now for a birdie here at 7. He has a 12-footer here. Not to be a little short, but a good effort there. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. The eighth hole is the longest of the par fours here at Marco Simone, measuring out at a full 525 yards. Because of its length, this is a par 5 for the members, as water is in play up the entire left side of the hole and leads to a green that extends right around the hazard. This one starting a hair right.
Yeah, it might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So after the missed fairway, his second now from the rough at 8. Look here at birdie.
Yeah, and it's a pretty makeable one. Little bit of break from left to right, really not a lot.
Ooh, almost fell, just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. The ninth hole is where we find the first of 3 par 5s here at Marco Simone. This one at 587 yards. Similar to the eighth, water is an issue up the entire left side of the hole. The green is well protected too, with 2 bunkers left, 1 to the right, and that aforementioned water coming into play on shots long or left. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Eight feet remaining here for birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that will mean it's a 34 on the front side, 1 under par. So, partner, as always, I enjoyed it.